Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
On behalf of the Director General, Management and Staff of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, we wish our Muslim brothers and sisters Eid Mubarak. Standards Organization of Nigeria champions the promotion of made in Nigeria goods as the agency restates commitment to support small and medium enterprises. Plus, special focus on the Standards Organization of Nigeria's recently launched Energy Guard label. We will tell you more about this initiative after this message.
My people, SON no be pikin. SON na Standards Organization of Nigeria. You be importer, I be exporter. You don't register the market where you dey sell for son. Standards Organization of Nigeria they call you now to come register wetin you dey sell for Naija. This na to make everything wey dey Naija market get standard. If you never register, na im be say if dem bab you go pay all the gbese and na your pocket go hear am. Sharparly, go register the market or product where you dey sell for any SON wey near you. For Standard Organization office, you go get correct information wey go help you know how you go take register. For more tori, visit SON website wey be www.son.gov.ng. Standard Organization of Nigeria, una dey improve life through standard.
Welcome to the program and thanks for joining us. My name is Ifeoma Okonkwo. Stakeholders met in Lagos to examine ways of ensuring the smooth implementation of the federal government's Executive Order No. 3, which focuses on the development of local content. I was at that forum and brought back this report. Please take a look.
Stakeholders at this forum were drawn from both public and private sectors of the Nigerian economy. The platform provided participants an opportunity to examine the need to promote Nigeria's economic diversification and boost its non-oil exports, even in the face of the economic global reality. The objective is to promote sustainable growth of small businesses. Minister of State, Industry, Trade and Investment expressed government's resolve to support local content in public procurement.
If you look at what the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan says, they were focusing first on agriculture and second on manufacturing. And if we don't do what we have done in Executive Order 3, then the impact will not be felt. So 8 sectors have been identified in Executive Order 3 as the first phase for us to be able to see. These are areas of comparative advantage. They're areas where a lot of work has gone into already. Automobile, pharmaceuticals, ICT, textiles and garment, and furniture and fittings. These are areas where Nigerians have proven themselves to be very competent, to have strong foundations in the manufacturing of these goods and services.
For the Standards Organization of Nigeria, issues of quality and standards must be taken seriously.
For you to qualify in this scheme to take advantage of the 40%, you have to be certified by SON under our MANCAP, so that you must be certified by the mandatory conformity assessment program. That is for big and medium scale manufacturers. We've tried to develop a particular product that we're exporting outside Nigeria. That's service standard for SMEs, where we give them guidelines to be more competitive, so that their goods will be more acceptable to the public, to the end users, and for them to be able to key into government procurement system.
Already, access to processes of the SON has become easier. President of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria is optimistic that government's executive order and local content development is not just a step in the right direction, but one which, when implemented, will be of immense benefits to manufacturers, especially SMEs.
We have a lot of challenges as manufacturers, but those challenges can be better improved upon if our products are patronized And what we are doing today is to see how we can let the world know the importance, particularly Nigerians know the importance of patronage of made in Nigeria products, because such patronage will increase our productivity, will create more wealth, will create more employment. So what the SON is doing today is a welcome development. We're very, very elated about it. And we will play any role that is expected of us to ensure that this initiative is fully realized.
Each of us will take a look at ourselves, from our head to the toe to the hand. What are you wearing that is locally made? Even our ladies, the hair they are wearing is important.
The meeting is part of measures by the SON to ensure the success of local content initiative at promoting Made in Nigeria products. In another development, officials of the Standards Organization of Nigeria met with electrical and electronics dealers in Ota, Ogun State. The meeting became imperative following efforts by the agency to rid the electrical and electronics market of fake and substandard electronics. The Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, who was represented by Engineer Felix Nyado, explained that the influx of substandard products into the market is raising serious concerns among stakeholders. Hence, they need to look into the activities of stakeholders in the sector in order to ensure quality.
These products and others in the sector have direct impact in the socio-economic life of the country. They equally have high risks if not manufactured to desired standard. Hence, they are classified by some as life in danger products.
The Director General assured the dealers that the agency will work with relevant government agencies to ensure that electrical and electronics products conform with specified requirements of the standards.
Are you a consumer and thinking of what brand of air conditioner to buy? Do you know that it's in your best interest to buy one that consumes less energy and still very effective? Last week, the Standards Organization of Nigeria, the SON, launched the Energy Guide label. The initiative is to guide you, yes, you, the consumer, on the kind of air conditioner or refrigerator to purchase depending on its energy efficiency and performance. What is the Energy Guide label all about? Engineer Richard Adewumi is head Electrical Electronics Department of the Standards Organization of Nigeria. He was in our studio last week and he spoke on the dangers of using substandard cables. This week, he'll be telling us more about the Energy Guide label. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you very much.
What is the Energy Guide label?
Well, the Energy Guide label, it's a label that is attached to energy efficiency appliance like your refrigerator, air conditioner, and some other appliances that will come on board with time. And that guides you on which of the equipment is more energy efficient to buy, that to save more money if you're using it in your house.
So why has this become imperative?
Well, it's interesting that Nigeria is coming up with this at this time. In other countries, you have this already going on for more than 20-25 years now.
Really?
Yes. And so what we have decided that it is time, if we're generating less, it's important that the quantity we're generating, we're managing it efficiently. And so that is why the need for the energy efficiency project to come up.
Oh, so what's the benefit of the label to consumers and Nigeria as a country?
All right, maybe before I talk about the benefit, I want to take you through the process of this energy efficiency.
Okay.
While trying to do this, we identified that today Nigeria generates less than 6,000 megawatts of electricity.
Okay.
And if that is, and then Nigeria will need not less than maybe about 40-50 megawatts of electricity. That is far from what is needed in the market today. And so we have appliance also that is being used in the house that consume most of this minimum energy that is being generated in the country. And so what do? We now identify some critical appliance that are used in the household and even commercial building that consume electricity. We identify lightings. Everywhere you go, you see people using inefficient lamp, the incandescent lamp. You have a 60-watt bulb, 200-watt bulb, 100-watt bulb. We identified that as one. We also looked at it that in most households, you have refrigerator there. And then when you have refrigerator in most houses, and then if you can minimize the energy consumed by this refrigerator, you're also able to save more energy. And we also find out that air conditioner also is being used either in commercial building, in your household, and those three appliances were considered initially. And so we had to go into the process of also doing market survey, and we found out that air conditioner refrigerator has a high penetration in Nigeria market. And carrying out tests, it was discovered that almost 90% of this refrigerator, air conditioner, and the lamps are energy inefficient. So Nigeria is losing a lot of energy through this appliance, especially the ones you call fairly used, that is the Tokumbo. They're taking a lot of energy. This appliance that, because people feel overseas that is taking too much energy, they decide to sell it off so they can buy more energy efficient appliance. And that's what we go out abroad to buy and bring it to Nigeria. So we must find a way to stop this so that the energy generated in Nigeria can also be better managed. And so we came up with the energy efficiency project. We have standard for it. And then we now benchmark the energy that this appliance must consume. That is, if it consumes above this, you cannot bring it to Nigeria. If you're also a manufacturer, it must consume a minimum energy specified by the standards.
So tell us, engineer, how does this work?
Right, the energy guide, I have a sample of this label that you're seeing in my hand now. And this is what you will see on your appliance, whether it's your lighting, it's your refrigerator, air conditioner, or other appliance that will come thereafter. And interestingly, also, very soon you'll also be having energy efficiency building.
Wow.
So the building also will have a label like this. So this label is generic to every energy efficient appliance or building that we worked on. And what this means is that this is a guide that the consumers should look out for. When you go out to buy your refrigerator, once the time for implementation commences, what you see this label on the refrigerator or the air conditioner. And what do you look out for? The first thing you will see, you have stars here. This is 1, 2, 3, up to 5. And then on the label, you will see around the 1 is it calls low efficient, and then around the 5, you have the high efficiency. So, and then in between, you will see there's information about also the appliance that we're talking about, if it's a refrigerator, if it's air conditioner. And then very importantly also, watch out for the energy consumption of the appliance. It will tell you the amount of energy this particular product will consume in a year. And so that will also guide you. If you see one that consumes maybe 245 kilowatts per hour in a year, and you see another one that consumes maybe 400, definitely you know the one that consumes less is what you will go for. And so the number of stars will determine the quantity or amount of energy that is consumed by that appliance. So a lot of work has gone on there. Before someone is allowed to use either 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, the product has been pre-tested and the energy consumption has been determined in accordance with the standard. And then you are allowed now to put your label and indicate whether it is 1 star, 2 star, or 3 star. But please note that the price is not going to be the same. If you want a 5 star, you expect to pay more than somebody that wants 1 star. But the return on your investment will definitely come over time.
Oh, interesting. So, engineer, it's important to ask this. How would SON check the faking of this guide?
Well, I want to thank you for that question. That has been one of the great challenges that we have always been confronted with.
Sure.
But we're fully prepared for this.
Okay.
This label is going to have some security features. Okay. And besides, during the e-registration process, that is, every label that you see will be traceable to a particular company organization. So every label will be traceable. And then for those that are importing it, They are going to go through the sunker process. The label will not be pasted there. It will be pasted when they get to Nigeria. We want to know the quantity of refrigerator or air conditioner that you have in market, and then label will be issued to you according to the quantity that you have, so that there won't be any abuse of that. And besides, we have our market survey that is being carried out at a different state level, and then at the intervals we go out to the market, and then we looked at for this product and confirm that there is no issue of faking of our product. We're also going to market sensitizing them and telling them the implication of faking our label.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us, sir, are there plans to have numbers on each label that Nigerians can call to authenticate the guide?
Yes, recently you observed the Director General Chief Executive Officer of Standards Organization of Nigeria, Mr. Osita Abuloma, also signed an authentication agreement with a firm.
Okay.
And the essence is that every product you are buying now, you can also scratch and call SON to verify or send a text to verify the authenticity of the product you are buying. And we're also planning to incorporate that into the label, so that when you are buying and before you buy, you want to confirm the authentication of the label that is on that product, that is actually whatever they claim to be that it is. And we'll have that in plan.
But why is this coming now?
Well, it's coming now because it is time to have it.
Okay.
We realize that we cannot do anything less now but to do this. And so looked at equipment coming to Nigeria now in order to stop the influx of this energy consuming appliance. This guide is very, very important now.
What are the reactions of manufacturers and importers of air conditioners to this initiative?
Well, maybe to start with the manufacturer, we have a challenge because they have a production line that does not have capacity at the moment to produce this maybe refrigerator, air conditioner, and then the process of trying to come up with the document that is the standard for this air conditioner refrigerator. They were part of the technical committee meeting, and immediately a lot of them are set in motion process to ensure that they meet up with the requirement of this standard. And so we're working together. We have a series of meetings with them, and we also have deadlines, to achieve all of this. So they really embraced it.
Okay.
And for the importers also, we've also discussed with them, and they were ready to cooperate with us.
Oh, that's interesting. Engineer, tell us, why is Nigeria just adopting the energy efficiency initiative on product this period?
Well, I think the project has been on, but we had to work with some agencies of government also, and then some donors agency also to come up with this. I think the consciousness is increasing in the market today, and so the standard is also moving in that direction. We also realize that in order to mitigate the effect of this climate change that Nigeria has also signed to, we need also to reduce the energy consumed, and all of these are very critical to go.
So what are the plans on ground by the Standards Organization of Nigeria to enlighten consumers on the energy?
Yes, we're working with a lot of organizations.
Okay.
We work with the GIZ, we've worked with the UNDP, we're also working with the Nigeria Orientation Agency, and then we are having sectorial meeting with our bodies that use more of this. And then we've also talked to the marketers of this product, and then we have the trainer workshop, people that will also go out there and support us in sensitizing people about this.
So when is the grace period for manufacturers or importers to ensure 100% compliance with the new energy efficiency initiative?
Yeah, that's interesting because we had meeting with the manufacturers.
Okay.
And then considering the backlog of the spare part or the CDK they have brought in,
okay,
we agreed that it will take them 18 months to get rid of this, okay, and then be able to also improve on their production line in order to comply with the requirement of the standard. Wow. It's a little bit capital intensive.
Wow.
So we are giving them 18 months. After 18 months, the cut-off period, every product that comes out from their factory must come with this label. And for those that are importing it, knowing too well that where they're bringing this product from, they are already using label in their country.
Yeah.
So we have decided to give them just 6 month grace period.
6 months.
Yes, after 6 months, you can no longer bring in either refrigerator or air conditioner that does not comply with the minimum energy performance standard.
So any plans to extend the energy efficiency guide to other products?
Yes, we're working on that. By next year, we'll be covering products like electric motors. We'll be looking at washing machine. We'll be looking at other appliances that consumes more now, so that gradually we want to phase out all energy inefficient appliances that are available in the market at the moment, and that's what we're doing.
Thank you, sir. So your final word to our sweet consumers out there?
Yes, I think I will start with our importers. Our importers need to know that if you are importing a product, you are also a consumer of another product. If you have cause to complain against other product, then you should know somebody will also be concerned about your product. So be patriotic, comply with the requirement of the standard, so that whatever you are giving Nigerians, they will be happy with it. And then to consumers also, don't let price be the determining factor for what to buy. There is always a return on investment. One thing that's also interesting is that because a lot of people do not have prepaid meter in their house now, they can afford to abuse the energy. But take note, at some point, the prepaid meter will come, and the inefficient appliance you have in your house, you have to pay for it. Yeah. So you better begin to plan for it now, so that when it comes, then you will not have problem of trying to replace some of the appliances you have in your house.
Thank you so much, sir. It was really educative. I hope Nigerians will be able to key into this initiative. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this message.
Welcome to the feedback segment of the program. I am Halimot Osifo. Eid Mubarak to our Muslim brothers and sisters. I hope you enjoyed and still enjoying the Eid holiday. Our first messenger is from Adekola from Satellite Town. It says, there are lots of fake drugs sold in Ajegunle, especially in Boundary. Please come to our aid. Plus, most aggregate bread have bromates inside, which is dangerous. Thank you, Adekola. We have already forwarded your complaint to our sister agency, NAFDAC. They will take it up from there. Ibrahim from Wuse to Abuja says, please, how can we identify a high-quality electrical cable? Okay, to identify a high-quality electrical cable, you need to check for the information on the label. First, you should know that the length should be in meters and not in yards. You need to check for the country of origin and also the NIS mark. I hope that answers your question, Ibrahim. Daniel Dega from Makurdi, Benue says, your organization is making our manufacturers and importers to think in the right direction. Keep up the good work and chase those short-changing Nigerians out of town. Thank you so much, Daniel. We hope to serve you better. And that's the much we can take on the feedback segment of the program. Remember, you can always send us a message or call us on the number 0705-972-4455. You can also follow us on Facebook as Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter as Standard and You _. You can also send a mail to the address thestandardandyou@gmail.com. Next week is another time out with us, and you can't afford to miss it. We have an interesting package for you. Enjoy the rest of the day.